Good afternoon. It's Sunday, the 10th of August 2025, just past lunchtime. While I'm discussing all about Matthew audio and visual equipment, I'm discussing websites. I'm about to build 3 websites, one for all about myself, a personal website, then one for the radio station, homebrew radio, and one for the television station I'm making. That's right, I'm making an analog television station here in Takaroa. What will we have on it? It'll one be for cartoons, 2 channels for cartoons, 2 for movies, 1 for Daystar Christian channel, and 1 for local news and events. How I'm going to do it? I'm going to get some old computers and put much movies, cartoons, and documentaries on there, and any current affairs and news events for Tokoroa, Pataro, Tirau, Rotorua, Makakio, Tarangatau Mutu, just the South Waikato news. It'll be on the website. So I've never built a website before, so by using WordPress and Squarespace, I'll build a website. Then I'll look around for someone to host it, and I'll run it past my boss, my financial boss, see if she can help me pay for it. Once the website is designed and built, I'll get 2 people in New Zealand to host it and 1 overseas, so nothing goes wrong. And I'll be broadcasting on VLF, very low frequency, very high frequency, and ultra high frequency. What are those frequencies? VLF, VHF, and UHF. From 44 megahertz up to 600 megahertz. That's right. And so it'll be in stereo sound. I got 2 video recorders here that are mono, the Panasonics. One video recorder doesn't have the screws for the chassis, so I have to find some screws for it. The heads have been cleaned, and all I'm now looking for is some videotapes. I'm looking for heaps of videotapes of movies, cartoons, documentaries, news, music events. And when I get an old computer, say from Windows XP Professional type of computer to Windows 8 or 10, I'll record all the storage on the storage. Then I'll hook up the internet to update the system. Then I'll stream it using an HDMI to composite converter, composite to RF. And I'll have a special signal for each channel. The cable will go from a masthead air amplifier to the roof, and from the roof to everybody. So I'm collecting analog signal boosters or aerial amplifiers for analog television. And yes, I'm building a website. I'm using Squarespace and WordPress to build the website. And I'm a hobby radio station called Homebrew. I'm a hobby television station called Homebrew. This is an analog service. And so what? I've got a new TV. It won't work on my TV. Yes, it will. All televisions from the year of 2005 to now have 3 tuners. They have terrestrial, UHF, satellite, and analog. If you have an analog television that you have not modified for Freeview, it'll still able to pick up analog stations. Go into your settings under tuning, look for all channel tuners. It will say terrestrial, satellite, and analog. So if your television has not been modified to accept terrestrial, it'll be fine. And if you're using a satellite dish for television reception, and you got an old VLF, VHF, and UHF that has not been modified for terrestrial, you're able to pick my station up. My station will be on 44 kilohertz, 65 megahertz, 100 megahertz, 150 megahertz, and so forth. Won't this affect VHF marine radio? No, I'll make sure it won't affect marine radio. How about UHF radio transmitters? Hopefully it won't affect their frequencies either, so I'm making sure it won't affect VHF marine radio because the transmission will only go as far as Cambridge and Rotorua. If you're liking these videos I'm making, please like, which helps the channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and make a comment. So yes, Matthew John Pearson is making a website. Now take my hat off. See, I got no hair. It's slowly growing back. Now, if you like my YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, and make a comment. To top three, I'm going to build a website using Squarespace and WordPress. I have to go to my financial supervisor, see how much money I got spare to go on a website. Once the website's been approved, it'll be uploaded to a person wanting to host it, and I'll pay a small fee each month to host it. On the website, with my personal website about my life and my upbringing and my hobbies and interests. Then my other website, the radio station, will have all about the radio station, what frequencies are on and where you can hear it. In the future, I'll have a media player because I'll have a server. I'm going to build a server when I have enough money. I don't have a lot of money to build a server. I've got 3 laptops I'm working on, 2 Hewlett Packard, and 1 Toshiba satellite. So I'll probably need 4 servers, 1 for the radio station, 2 for the radio station, and 2 for the television station I'm creating, analog. And yeah, so the website I'm calling is All About Matthew. And that one's called Homebrew Radio and Television Network. And the third one is about saving money for St John Ambulance, New Zealand, and New Zealand Fire Service. St John need more funding because they're no longer supporting volunteers in rest homes, hospitals, and all sorts. So they're axing that. So we need to save some money for them. How much? St John Ambulance needs about $10 billion to keep them afloat for St John call-outs and for the voluntary services for hospitals and rest homes. Thank you for watching. You've been watching All About Matthew Audio Visual Equipment YouTube channel. 43 subscribers and growing, hopefully. The power is yours.